Hello, my name is Juma, and today I was vlogging around the city of Hamtramck. While I was vlogging, I saw beautiful art on the wall of the Kiwi Stadium. It was incredible, and well, I was lucky today to meet the one who drew it, Mr. Dennis. And what he told me, he started doing the art since he was a little boy until right now he's 80 years old. This is what he told me when I asked him when he started doing art.
Since I was a little boy. I'm 80. Uh, real good, and then your father looks. He knew an artist that I studied with. I could study with. He went to school with his son, so I would take lessons when I was 13, 14.
Oh,
And then I won an art school scholarship to New York, and I have a knack for drawing in the good art, none of this other art. I could draw, and came back, and my dad said either get a job or go to the army. I went in the army, saw Europe, and then I painted too in the army, even though I'm combat, in the 60s. Then you keep it up, and you always, try to.
let me get it.
Yeah, get that paper, please. And my way is not using not photographs,
Oh,
as much.
wow.
Those are the houses I see,
You see that here in Hamtramck?
because it's so easy to draw from a photograph. People
Yeah.
and when I see it, I go. So you got to have taste, of course.
Taking
but
picture.
You're copying a machine.
Yeah.
When you copy life, you get more excited, because I was very young to do this. I think because I was so young that like sports. Do you play sports?
Yes.
You don't start at 18 or 17.
Yeah, you stay very young, like six
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Same thing with art, and you have to keep it up. And they go, oh no, yeah, yes, that's. And I can always tell someone that can do it.
And I asked him if someone wants to learn the art, which strategy you can use to teach him to know how to draw it, to draw all these pictures. And this was Tommy.
Class. I don't do like try hard, try. I go no here. It's like this, like this. Now you try. Yeah. All right. They see me. That's how I learned. I see the artist mixing, and like that,
Mhm.
and then you do it. You don't go. Like many artists can't do this,
Yeah.
but they got the job. I don't want to ruin your work. They say just try colors. They know colors and that, but they can't show you.
Mm.
When you see something with your eyes, you learn better, I think. So, see how bad the light is? I mean, if I'm working on a face and all these shadows, it's
Mhm.
very difficult. This is a time I usually take go.
Oh.
Come back. And today it's supposed to rain, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get ready pretty soon.
Alright. So let me. I thank for your time, and I really like this story.
Okay, so parlez-vous français?
J'ai
right?
parlé français, oui.
And I just go habla español and nix for German.
German.
I know a little German. And Polish, all I know from my parents are swear words, like
Oh.
she would call me a glizda,
Aglista.
and that's a worm. I'm
What?
slow.
What? Slow. Okay. How many countries have you been?
Europe.
All over Europe?
Yeah, all those in Europe when I was in the army. Lived in Mexico a year.
Mhm.
And met European countries, France, Germany, Holland, Italy, Spain, and England over there. And I lived in New York
Oh.
a year because I was a student. And that's like, you've been to New York?
Yeah.
Well, that's like, they're very aggressive, right?
Mhm.
Hey, let's go. Like, right?
Yeah. So at the time, the New York was like big city. At the time, like you started there.
Yeah, and my father drove me to
From-
school,
from-
and we got to a friend's house, and the man was supposed to find me a place to live, because I would live. My school is right in Manhattan, 57th Street and Broadway, right in the middle, you know.
In the middle of Manhattan.
Near, yeah, the Central Park, where everything's, you know. So he didn't do that. So he got out a newspaper. They found me a house in Brooklyn, pretty far away, and in an Italian area. And I lived in a house where an old man rented rooms to sailors, very cheap. So I would get out of there and I would walk to the subway, but the subway was up in the air. And you get in the train and you go, then you get to the river and you go on the ground, and then I would wait, you know, like that. And then you would come up the stairs.
Yeah.
And there's the school.
Wow,
Very far away, yeah.
Oh, it's cool now.
And you would see, you know, the beat of New York, right? It's very aggressive. Central Park was there. I would throw balls, play that, you know, and that's a different world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
New York.
How much was the rent there in New York that time?
They charged me $10 a week at that house, so it's $40 a month.
Wow.
That's very cheap.
Very
But
cheap.
it was very cheap then. But I had to go to the bathroom, and there was like it was an old man's house. He was a pastor, a Christian pastor, and his wife, and they rented the rooms because their sons had left. So I didn't know who was in these rooms. You know, you're going to the bathroom at night. They got the other person's first. You go, all right. One was a sailor, and they're okay, you know. But they only would rent a room for I needed for, you know, a short time. But I was going to be there for a long time, a year. But I still, you know, $10. That was cheap.
Yeah, but right now in New York is expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, it was a good deal on that. So
Yeah.
yeah.